Hello everyone and welcome back to Tesla Streams Final Fantasy Origins. I really should but put the PS1 in parentheses just to differentiate the two. But I really don't think it matters these days. I mean, if most people are calling it anything, it's not Final Fantasy Origins. Maybe we should just go into Strangers in Paradise or whatever it's called. Don't even know why they give it that subtitle, considering that really the Final Fantasy Origins in question is so old, people probably don't even remember it exists. Jeez, I'm about to level up again. This is getting absurd. Oh well. So what the brooms were saying earlier in the game is that if you hold down circle and the start button, you can actually bring up a world map, which is neat. I personally feel like more games should just do this, but unfortunately most games don't. It can be really irritating. Alright, so we have a destination we need to go to. But first, we're going to be going to a side trip here. And I need to fix my hotkeys here while I'm at it. There we go. There we go. We are very overleveled and decently decked out for this, so this is probably going to be very easy. And I'm not really playing this game the way I think a lot of people would be playing it, honestly. Because typically speaking, you should ideally be at a low level for this part of the game. But honestly, I don't think it matters all that much. Not unless you're playing the Dawn of Souls version or the PSP version, because... Oh, I don't have something. I can't do this yet. Shit. I forgot. Oops. There is one place we need to go to before I can go to that area I mentioned before. Because there are thinner bodies of water, but our ship can't quite squeeze through it. So for a lot part of the game, that could just kind of in the way, really. Oh wait, a centipede. I'm so scared. Wow. They run away from me. Didn't think that was gonna happen. Oh, come on. No. Yes, Okay, I'm back. It figures at the moment we'll start streaming for a little bit. My mom will get up due to complications. Okay, we're at Crescent Lake. Now this place is interesting. Okay, so there's a lot stuff here that's going to pique your interest. For starters, there's a nudge shop right here that also sells cottages like the ones back in the Elven Village. Nice to know. Check the armor shop. A lot of mithril armor here. This is where some of the best defense items can be found. Like the buckler, which is a shield that thieves and red mages can equip. Nice. One of the few that they can, actually. Fighter doesn't really need one. Okay, Thief and Red Mage could use one, certainly. No more defense, never hurt anybody. Very nice. Now, for some reason, they offered the Mithril Sword back in Elfheim. Elfheim? Yeah. Used to be called Elfland. Now, I don't understand why, so this is where you're supposed to get it. By this point, though, we have weapons that are almost just as good, so it's not worth the price tag. This guy will stay asleep until you do the next major plot dungeon. And then he gives you a tip once you beat it to go to the next area. If you already know where it is, though, it's not a big concern. And I am saving money here, because very, very soon we're going to be able to buy some really expensive but potent shit. So, I'll be holding on to my money and not buying any spells for now. Okay. Indeed I did. Oh, that's not good. Mount Golgot's the next area we're supposed to go to. However, there are the events are not set in stone, and you can sequence break a little bit. Something I recommend you do. Because going to Mount Golg as soon as you're supposed to can lead to you struggling a bit, especially against enemies that are fire themed and can actually hurt you quite a bit. But we do have ourselves a canoe, which lets us go in the thin waterways. Very nice. And now we can go back to that one area I was trying to go to before. As a matter of fact, we're really close to it, coming all around the world. Or at least closer, I should say, than the route I was taking. I mean, we're pretty close. Just gotta go around the landmass here. If the enemies will let me. Yeah, the early Final Fantasy games were notoriously bad about encounter rates. You see, you're not supposed to be able to come here yet, but because of the small, tiny, thin body of water here, you can actually deposit the canoe here and go off here to the left. I'm going to bring this up later, but needless to say, it is not supposed to be this easy to get here. And you're not even really supposed to be doing it yet. But I don't think it's that hard. And for all practical purposes, I think that you have a lot to gain by doing it early. I do find it kind of humorous about what this guy has to say, though. So that's the crime required, just like courage here. They do grant the entry to the trials, but there's no possible way you could possibly get here without having the crown first, since you can't open up the pathway to this part of the world because you don't have the TNT yet, or the nitro powder or whatever. And in order to get that, you need to get the crown so that you can get the thing from Atoya to wake up the prince to give you the mystic key so you can get the nitro powder. So, like, why does this even exist? Time to open the way. If your courage dwells within thee, they'll prove of it here. Yeah. I have no idea myself. None. Like why that is there. It didn't make sense in the original game, it doesn't make sense here. Now this is a teleporter, maze of sorts. But really, it's not that hard. You just figure out which one you need to go through, and you go through it. It's a very short area. Oh my god, you guys are here. Why are you here? You're not supposed to be here. The Mind Flayers? Oh. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, you saw that I was killed with an attack. Yeah, they can do that. Yeah, this might be a short area, but certain enemies apparently are very dangerous. I think that's about the only creature that really gives me pause, though. Anyways, Rakshasas. These can be slightly obnoxious, but not really. They can cast fire spell on you, but and they appear in large groups, but can't say I think they're all that dangerous, though. They are resistant to fire, so my level 3 spell's not doing too much here. But hey, they give lots of stuff. Can't object about that. So yeah, let's hopefully not run into those Mind Flayer douchebags. Yeah, magic's not being too helpful here. Going slow and blind on me so that I can properly hit you with physicals. That's actually smart, since a lot of the magic they resist anyway. But, I'm not too concerned. They go These enemies, however, are very allergic to fire. Or so I thought. Oh, that's weird. Thought they were. But we have gauntlets. Gauntlets are amazing. Why? Can use Bolt 2 effect if used during a fight. That essentially means Bolt 2 for free, which is awesome. And I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I feel like since my mom got out, things have been stressful, so. But yeah, having the gauntlets around makes this a lot easier. There's also a surprising amount of undead in here. Also, a lot of things in here drop a lot of stuff. A lot of experience and gold for as easy as they are. For here we get nightmares. Evil horses, huh? That's not doing too much in here, oddly enough. We'd be better off with ice too. Yeah, very much. Healing staff, if used during battle, that heals your entire party by a little bit. Not a lot, but hey, that's pretty nice to have. Yeah, it's not much, but considering you can just spam it all day, it's kind of nice. Yeah, see how useful that is over time? Especially if you have a couple creatures left. Very useful indeed. Didn't get out there in time. Medusas can be bad because they can petrify you with their stares, but they don't do it very often. Ooh, Ice Brand. Oh yeah, that's good. Oh, you're stronger than him right now, fighter? Damn. Ruby Armlet, yes. See what I mean about you super defense with this shit? Horn Devils. They're basically fire versions of the gargoyles from before. Though, surprisingly, they are not really all that dangerous. Can we just get rid of you guys? Oh, Blackmaid's got some major HP for once. Awesome. Got a cottage. 1,255 gil. 7,240 gil. Awesome. They're decently softened, so... Yeah, they tried to stop me, but it was too late. Fuck you. And over here we get the Rat's Tail. It sounds very silly, but it's actually very useful. And now we have you, a dragon zombie, guarding the way out, and really, it's not a threat at all. And we're done. We got what we came for. Oh, nice. That's one of two things we need. For major event, rather. But truth be told, it's honestly not that big of a deal. At least not in the remake. Oh boy. Man, counter right on the C just gets annoying after a while. Especially when you're trying to get places. Back to Crescent Isle too. Also, be careful when you're in a canoe and get around to battles, because the enemies in the rivers as opposed to the oceans. Oof, we're talking major problems here. But yeah, it's time to make our way back. Well, now the red mage has up to level 6 magic. Which is pretty nice. And Black Mage has up to 5 level 7 casts. Man, that's good. So our next destination is over here. Well, so much for that plan. So now we need to traverse this long waterway. Oof. It's a bit of a maze trying to get to the end of this, but it does lead to our next major destination. Not plot-wise, but just... strong creatures out here in the shallows. But we're not going to be in the canoe long, so... Oh, White Rock. Stronger version. I'm guessing because you're not going to be here long, they throw the really tough creatures at you right away. Oh my god. Red piranhas. Oh my god. I guess if you can survive how tough they are, they give you a lot of shit. Oh, you guys are old. Oh, another level. Just in time, because I'm about to use a cottage before I go into this next safer area. Up to 4 level 6 cast, damn. Yeah, easy mode does wonders for the red mage, otherwise they'd barely be getting anything. Like at this level, they'd be lucky if they... Like, I think level 1 would be maxed out at 9, but like, level 2 probably wouldn't be. They would get their spell charges so slowly, in fact, that I really don't even think the magic side things is really all that worth it for the red mage in the original. Oh my god. Like, just... Of course. The Ice Cavern, aka the Ice Cave. This place sucks under normal circumstances, because the enemies in here are tough, and while the place isn't very long, some enemies in here can murder you, depending on how unlucky you are. Case in point, this asshole. I ran into one, and look how much damage it did to my black mage. They use level 3 spells, and if they appear in a large group, it's and they can get their magic out, it's pretty much a party nuke. Imagine if you came in here in the original when you didn't have many ways to heal. Yeah, potions don't heal very much for each one, and your healing would be very limited, even with a white mage on hand. This place was notoriously bad. I don't think so. You're not doing that. Ice Gigas. Yeah, that's a little more fair. I'm gonna be safe stating like crazy in here. Because some of these groups are just heavily unfair to the point of it being here to basically be like a Kaizo trap, is how it feels. Okay, we can handle this. We can totally handle this. Who are we at? A shirt? The weakest form of armor? Come on. I have to fight a Dark Wizard for that. Freaking bitch. Okay, did they mean for the Flame Sword to be over there and not the shirt? Because that just seems like a dick move. Well, you just got heavily improved in here, I guess. Gotta put down the thief after all. Yet. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, the icy spikes here really hurt. But what hurts more than that is the white dragons. These guys suck. Thankfully, I have a flame sword that they're weak to. But they have very powerful group attacks. Well, I mean, better than the steel plate. There's also another reason I didn't get that expensive armor from before. Since certain armors come with unique attributes, like resisting ice magic, for example. And hey, free mithril gloves. And now we have to deal with this again. Thank God for that flame sword, am I right? Then 900 gil, and 900 gil. 5454 gil, 5000 gil. Some winter wolves, eh? Not that hard. Then 180 gil, and 12,350 gil. Holy crap! They must really want me to be rich. I wonder if there's a reason for that. Why are you doing that, game? What the fuck? Oh yes, the Remoras. They are one of the, if not the hardest hitting enemies in the game, I think. In terms of physical moves, I mean. I'd have to see which one's really the strongest. Game, stop that. I do not appreciate that kind of shit. Potion. Really? Oh god, Cockatrice is here. Why? Why? Because they're blue? Ugh. That doesn't go. Oh god, they're just gonna be spamming them in here. Stop. Kill them. I'm guessing they heard my bitching about how Red Mage was so close to Thief and HP, so they decided to have Red Mage fall back on that a little bit. I don't really care. I mean, Red Mage is enough HP for the moment anyway. 9500 gil. Sleeping bag. Ice shield. Yeah, I figured. Gotta get fighter only important armor, you know? The evil eye. Yes. Wow, that's a lot of stuff for that easy to fight. Got the Lovey Stone, which used to be called the Floater. Unfortunately, we're always trapped by holes, so we have to fall back down. That's unfortunate, but we are virtually done here, so we just need to get out now. How do we do that when we just recently fell down to get here in the first place? Don't worry about that. It's not as bad as you think. But just to show what I mean when I say the white dragons are evil. Let me see if I can demonstrate why that is. If he'll do it. Yeah, I don't really like that. Ice Storm, there it is. Yeah, kinda hurts, doesn't it? They can sometimes also appear two at once, too, so just having the flame sword sometimes isn't enough. It's very painful, yes. And with that, we're out. Glad to be done with that shit. I've got to remember to heal my HP before that. Alright, so we've got everything we need. Now that we've done that, we need to go to this place down here. And use the levee stone in this small desert area. Oh. Oh. Getting into the good stuff now, aren't we? Woo, we have an airship. Woohoo, look at us go. So, first order of business. We want to go to a very specific town before we go where I want to go. Come on. There it is. Man, doesn't take long for them to close up against something tough. Oh, come on. Look at that tough. Alright, so... Oh my god. They really don't want me getting to this place. I wanted to... I swore the cursor's moving itself. Because I stopped pressing it. And it'll just sometimes sporadically move on itself. And the hotkeys apparently are not what's causing that, because I have them disabled. If it's not that, then what's causing it? Oh, damn it. I have no idea what's causing it, and it's pissing me off. You know, will you give me, either give me something else or don't give me bells at all. It's called ONLAC, it's supposed to be ONRAC though. I'll talk to this guy. On my way to the Citadel of Trials to obtain a token of my courage. To biz, I'd hope to be honored by Bahamut as a true warrior. Bahamut, huh? Can we just run from you? You are hard tough to kill and you hurt a lot here. Oh my god, is this the only creature that they're gonna give me here? Fuck's sake, people. Okay, damn. So here's where we want to go. Oh, damn it. Man, they just want to be as annoying as possible here. Level up. Yep, this is the place we want, down this long hallway. Presence of Bahamut, the great king of dragons. Bahamut test every drop of courage you may have. It's been aeons since true heroes have approached me. Well done. That rest tail is proof of your valor and strength. Yeah, warrior, step forward to accept titles worthy of heroes. Woohoo! So, yeah. Class promotion for pretty much everyone involved. And wow, I can already use level 8 spells, level 25. Either level 25 is supposed to be really over leveled for this part of the game, or they really let you unlock that very early in the game. Not that it matters. I don't usually rely on level 8 spells all that much for White Mage or Black Mage. I just never really saw the point in it. Alright, let's see what we got here. Suppose you can use this. You can! Awesome. Okay. So yeah, let's give that to you then. Yeah, that makes our team a bit more balanced, in essence. In some of these caves, there's chests to find, so let's go ahead and do that. We get no chests. We need to go back to the Earth Cave now that we've done this. Gil. Cottage. 500 Gil. Now, I have been told, I don't know how truthful this is, that when you are in your promoted class, level ups give you more than if you were in your basic class. Because of this, a lot of people want to, especially those that believe in min-maxing, want to actually get to class promotion as low a level as possible. But considering how hard some of these dungeons can be, like the Ice Cave, I don't think it's worth it to do a low level run. Especially in the original, where you had overall less resources, and depending on your team setup, it would just be hell to do that. Sure, you could try running from everything, but that gets old really quickly. We get 2750 gold. We get 2000 gil. 1455 gil. There's 60 gil. 9500 gil. 20 gil. 2750 gil. Yeah, these really love giving you money at this point in the game. I actually forgot how generous this game could get. Maybe I should have spent some of it earlier. Not that I needed the spells, but, you know. So we don't need the spells for now at the town of Gaia. Let's look what we have in terms of weaponry here. Cat Claws is the ultimate knife, but I'm going to hold off on that till we look at the armor. Protectoring is what you want here. It guards against instant death for enemies that try to use it on you. Yeah, this is never coming off. Not only that, but the defense boost for everyone's pretty damn good. Yes, even better than the freaking heavy gauntlets. Shit. Alright, so... I'll try to keep the really rare stuff. That's one of a kind only, but... I also try to keep the Phoenix stuff and gauntlets at the top, just so they're easier to get to reach during battle. So we also have that ruby armlet we can buy now too. It's very good armor for pretty much everyone involved. So yeah, I don't expect that physical damage is going to be a problem now. And I'm going to go ahead and get this for the Wizard. Yes indeed, very sharp knife. Not quite as powerful as the other weaponry, but hey, you don't really expect him to be a super powerful attacker. But he's certainly not a sucky one either. As much as you'd think. Alright, so... took a lot of gold to do that. But... we're strong enough, though, to deal with what's coming up next. We need to revisit the Earth Cave. Because we have some chests to get now that we're fully promoted, and the levels will now give us the best benefit. Getting to places is a lot easier now. However, the marshy ground, we cannot land in. And I'm going to need a map for this. That is not helping me at all. Why can't we just give me a damn map? Oh, okay, here we go. So the most ideal path is to go up here first. Oh, actually, you know what I should be doing? Do I have enough money for it? I should. Yeah, let's do that. There's a couple of spells now that we can get. Like Life 1. Not that I have any ever intention of using that, but hey. Oh, you can learn Warp 1. Oh. Oh. Okay. Guess if you know that, they can teach slow 2 to you. I mean, why not? Warp 1 is basically something that should have been a white magic spell, but it's not. Oh well. It's useful to have, though. So with that, we actually have all our level 5 magic accounted for now. So level 6 will be next. But let's deal with the Earth Cave first. Terra Cavern, whatever. You know what I mean. There's also some magic spells we get for our knight and ninja. Fighter and thief in particular. 1935 gil. So this way leads to some chests, and the other way leads to the other one. Okay. There we go. 795 gil. Yeah, I don't really have to try in here anymore. And the enemies fucking know it. Since a lot of them are running away. Yeah, the Nomas used to be called Urs. When we first get here, they were actually particularly powerful. Yeah. See, it did 43 damage to my knight. Yeah. Potion 80 gil. He has like what? 60 defense? Imagine how much he would have done when I first came here. That's yeah, a bit ridiculous, ain't it? Hence why I wanted to avoid doing mini chests in here. That, and honestly, when I first came here, my overall magic resources were a lot lower, and I did not want to waste any more time in here than I needed to. Alright, so we have a couple rooms we need, and this looks like it's the optimal path to get to them. I do need to be careful about those stupid cockatrices in here still, but it's not the only thing that can cause me trouble. Coral Sword. And okay, so the Coral Sword I don't think is all that great. No, it really isn't. I'm doing some aquatics. That might come into play much later, but not for the foreseeable future. Been a while since you guys were a threat. Wait, No. This is the way I want to go here. Shield? What does it do? Lots of chest rooms in here, unfortunately, because I think this is when the cockatrices start showing up. Sleeping bag. Alright, so... Mason Point. Okay, at least get out there first. Oh shit. Okay. I cringed for a second there, but then I remember those aren't the mind flayers, and I felt better. Oh, Black Mage is coming up places in the world, it looks like. Now, Red Wizards can only get up to level 7 magic, and take a while to get there, so... But, whatever. He has been serving himself well so far. Therefore, I should go. Oh. Okay. For a minute there I lost where I was. You again? Go away. 20 gil. Okay, so now I need a new map, which thankfully is right here. There are no chests on the 5th basement, so I just need to worry about this one. And there's only 2 rooms in here that I need to worry about, so... Let's see. First, we need to go over here. It's not too much left. Hey, if you want to keep giving me those, I'm not going to complain. 400 gil, staff. 220 gil, more sphinx. Whatever. 450 gil, or 255 gil. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do a bit of a walk around here. Okay, so we're close. And here we go. Tent. Mithril shield. That is everything. So yeah, we can just warp and get out. We'll just keep backtracking till we're out. There we go. Yeah, that was mostly painless. Wait, what? Huh? Oh, you can get up to level 4. What gives? Why aren't you getting any? Huh. That's strange. I guess we already got the level 4 magic. Maybe level 4s are gone at the same time as the rest of them. Hope so. Alright, so I guess I can find out. First, let's go to get level 1 spells. Okay. And now to get the black spells for you. Oh, come on. Really, guys? You're not the Forest Imps from maybe a theater, you suck. Now, maybe if you were the Forest Imps, I'd be for a challenge. Okay, you have level 2. Nice one for you. Steel and slow 1 for you. Level 2 is accounted for. Excellent. Now onwards to Elfland. Or Alfheim, as I believe this game calls it. Yeah, Alfheim. Alright. Get Cure 2 for you. No fire. And that's all you're ever going to get, unfortunately. You cannot get a third spell for your list. Which I always thought was bullshit. Like, come on, that just looks weird. Fire 2. Bolt 2. And Focus 2. I know it's pointless to look, but yeah. Can't use level 4 or higher. Yeah, you can use level 4. He's doing the thing here, so what the heck? I don't get that. So yeah, magic achieved. Cure Stone, but here's the thing. The other 3 spells are all very useful. Shield 2 raises everyone's defense during battle. Invis 2 raises everyone's evasion by 40 points during battle. And Warp 2 immediately warps out dungeons without having to do it one floor at a time. So yeah, that one's going to be left out. So we can get you Bolt 3. Quake, and Reaper. Okay, that's most of our spells accounted for. We just need level 7 and level 8 now. Sadly, our Red Wizard can't even use level 7 yet. That's okay, though. That will be happening very soon. Now, just to show you what I would normally have to do, if I didn't have the airship, in order to get my Mount Gold, you'd have to go in the canoeing here and do another maze going through the rivers to get here. Or you could just use the airship and just simplify the whole process. Come on, I want to park right at the entrance. There we go. Alright, so... So trying to find a map for this place is gonna be tricky.
Okay, here we go. This place has one. Yeah, the enemies in here are far nicer than the ones in the Earth Cave. Though you do have a new gimmick. Lava tiles that drain your health. That can be kind of irritating. A lot of the enemies either use fire magic or like to poison you, one or the other. There is one enemy in here that gives me a little pause, but not much. You'll see why when we get to him. Oh boy. So if I want to get all the chests in one go here, I'm gonna have to go in here. Pyros. Stronger versions of the Earth-related creatures from the Earth Cave. Get Mithril Helm. So we need to get this chest over here. Honestly, if it wasn't for the chest, this place would be easy. Oh, level 7 at last. And now it's just more spell charges. Yeah, level 4 actually gets less than everything else. Really? I didn't remember that being the case with you, but I guess so. Claymore. So what if I do against giants? If you say so. For those 150 gil. Okay, that's 4 of the chest got. So now, you just go over here. Yeah. Gil, 95 gil. Ooh, chest galore over here. Throw helm. Throw gloves. Potion. Tent. Some gil. Lava worm. This is the one you need to be careful about since he knows Quake, which can possibly kill multiple party members at once. But thankfully he only shows up one at a time, and you can usually kill him before he uses it. So, again, go 1455 gil, 1520 gil, 760 gil. shield to relax. I never get the chance to use that. Potion. Matter of fact, since we're not that far in, I'm going to leave. Let's see. How close are we to leveling up again? A little ways. I'll just go in and leave. So Warp 1 is a Black Magic spell, and Warp 2 is a White Magic one. I have no idea how that's supposed to make sense, but... Now, if you're on a lava tile, you cannot get into a battle. So that's interesting. Oh, you know Fire Breath and AOC, you jerk. Ow. Ooh, man, they're really digging into me with this lava tile bullshit. Okay, where are we now? Gold needle? 2750 gil. Okay. This is another one that's full of chests. Go ahead attacking me with rip attacks, you bitch. No. Door. A lot of gil. Ice breath, another one. Oh, trying to get the sneak attack on me, are ya? It's better than nothing. Flame shield. Ooh. You can carry high powerful armor now. Yes, you can. Damn, dude. You're not like 9 levels of awesome, but hey, I'm not gonna complain about an upgrade. Okay, so I'm over there. Oh my god. $155 gil? 10 gil. Really? We've almost got all the chest though. Cottage. It doesn't go. Oh, well, we go from the back. Staff. 1250 gold. That way you skip the forced encounters. Trying to guard them. So yeah, we're on the bottom floor now. There's only one chest we need. The rest are empty. Red Dragon. This guy can hurt. Yeah, I had a feeling. There we go. Got him before he could use it. And this gives us the flame now. Man, only got 2 people with like super duper extreme defense right now, and even then they've got enough. I mean, let's face it, it's not physical health I usually have to be concerned about these days. Oh, but don't worry about magical attacks. We're gonna have something up to help with those later on as well. Well, we're at the end. We're going to level up. No, we're not. Okay. Alright, so... I'll be using Cure 3 here. There we go. I actually had enough for that. Yeah, because Life 1 and Warp 1 will be useful against the boss fight. You'll fire would be, though, so I don't want to burn through all that. And since you're not going to be doing much of the way of attacking, let's give you the Ice Brand for this. defeat is gone. Who disturbs Meredith's slumber?
She was called Carrie in the original, but Powerfire's mine alone. Those who dare disturb me shall burn.
Ooh boy, don't you look all scary. So that didn't do you too well. Your fire magic is useless now. Yeah, let's do a little haste. And I'll cast Steel on you. Well, that's not doing much. Oh my god. Not quite the power that the knight has due to the lack of hits, but hey. He's still pulling his weight though. And you can probably notice that by this point, the game's not as hard as it used to be. That boss fight went down like a weak piece of shit compared to Lich. I mean, Lich at least survived 4 turns. Barely survived like, what, 2 turns? Oh, maybe it was 3. And Lich at least did some damage to us. Merilith, not so much. I think it's just because they expect you to really come here the moment you're able to, which, unlike Lich, the game doesn't actually force you to. If you do all the quote-unquote possible routes before you come here, then yeah, it's pathetically easy. As a matter of fact, once you get your airship, you can tackle any of the fiends in any order you want. Like, Lich is the only exception because you can't possibly have the airship before him, since you have to beat him to get the canoe, but aside from him, you can tackle him any order you want. And really, none of them are about any different in difficulty from each other. They're all kind of weak. The fire and water ones are basically more brawlers than mages. So as long as you have a good defense, they can't do much to you. The wind elemental one basically tries to sometimes do like poison instant death shit and will use an electric attack on you, but he's not that bad. Hell, people have pointed out that you can actually use instant death spells on him and it will sometimes work. I mean, it's pretty sad. I know people in the original game were able to pull that off, and it was pretty sad. Wait. Huh? Okay, so now it's the level 3 one that doesn't have as much as 1 and 2. I don't understand the ninja, damn it. At least the knight's consistent, where when it does get spell charges, it gets one for each level. You know? What the heck? Anyways.
don't know why I bother. Save states for all practical purposes replace this, but I still like to anyway. Yeah, speaking of, maybe I should invest in a few gold needles just in case. And I think there's only one place that sells them. Unless I'm mistaken, which I very well could be, but I think Elfland would be the only place. Now, I will say that one thing that the GB version had going for it is that at the very least, they rebalanced shop prices to where everything was a bit more affordable. Because in this game, who the hell thought it was a smart idea to have gold needles cost this much? Hell, it's even worse in the original game. In that one, they cost 800 apiece. I was like, what the heck, game? Like, it's a good thing you don't run into petrification very often, otherwise that would get old real quick. Ugh. So we have water and wind fiends to deal with now. Sadly, both are kind of obnoxious to deal with, since you need to go through specific prerequisites before you can reach them. With the water one, you need money. Now if you come here in the moment, if you go over to the top northeast corner, you see this guy. I'm Dr. Un. But I'm sure you knew that already. What? You didn't? Impossible! Ugh. Yeah, he'll be useful later. Okay, so money you need for this, and I forgot to check. Yeah, I got enough. Okay. However, before we delve into that, let's see, how long did this take? I think it'll let me do the exploit. No, not this time around. In the original, you could land right in that panel, which is actually a area we can go to. It's a desert caravan. Where is he selling? A bottled fairy. Suddenly, Legend of Zelda reference. After you buy it, he just sells basic things. And one of them is a gold needle, so at least there's that. In the original game, all he sold was the bottled fairy. If you already did the event with the fairy, then I don't think you could actually buy it. It would just kick you out the store. It's been a while since I played the original, but I remember that being kind of dumb. What you need to do is go back here to the town of Gaia. The bottled fairy is actually plot related.
Because if you came here and you talked to this guy up here, oh, I have sinned deeply. Captured a ferry and sold it to a traveling caravan. What you're supposed to do is go over here. You can do this anytime you're in town, but if you come here and you select Wild Fairy, you actually release her. If you're sitting near the lake, you actually see her show up there, which is interesting. Let's get into detail with that. Yeah, you Legend of Zelda fans, how dare you take innocent creatures and just ball them up for your convenience? Okay, I'm as guilty as anyone else from doing that, but still, it's kind of screwed up. Yeah, you kind of need this Oxio stuff she's going to be giving us, otherwise you cannot actually deal with the water feed. Yeah, we actually can't reach the Water Fiend without it. The Water Fiend is underwater, which you'd expect. So yeah, that's kind of important for us to have. However, before we do anything with that, we need to actually go into the canoe again over here, because there's a side trip we need to go on. And even these creatures aren't as bad as they used to be. Breaking poison? I know that. Interesting. So we have a nice little maze here. This is just one floor long, but it's a long, winding maze-like hallway. You need to be careful, because some old enemies make an appearance, and they're the annoying kind. So far, they've been pretty generous with that, though. Ooh. Level. The RMP is a little bit slowly going up for our Knight and Ninjas here. Mind you, the ninja doesn't usually need much, since the spells he's going to be using the most are Haste and Temper during boss battles, and you don't need many casts for that, so... Here we go. The one room in here that has treasure in it. As well as... Ooh, yeah, let's get rid of these bitches. Oh, come on, stop. Okay, at least it was only sleep that they inflicted on me. That would have been terrible otherwise. Yeah, the King Mummies are not nowhere near the threat here, so... Take this cube. Defeat Tiamat. Flying Fortress. Obtain Warp Cube. Awesome. Uh-oh. Well, it's a good thing you gave it to us, because he's on his last legs in terms of power. Spellbinder. Really? You can't equip that? Really? Only the knight can equip it. Or so I thought. Oh, never mind. It's not what I think it is. Never mind. I'm thinking of something else. Ribbon! This is one of the best things in the game you could get. Basically what it does is gives you strong resistance against all magical attacks that do damage. By a lot. So, and you can get up to 3 in the game. 450 gil, 400 gil, 5,000 gil. Defender, that's what I was thinking of. Sort of blink effect. So yeah, we got that trip taken care of. Since we have some money to spend, let's see what we can get here for our people. It's something, I guess? Wait. Let me go to the other city first. What do you guys have in Black Magic, though? Okay, so it's the other shop I want first. Since I want these spells that are in order here. You're going to see why later. At least those guys aren't as annoying as they used to be. Okay, so we need to go back to Gaia. If we're going to be doing some spell buying here. This is bad. You can't use Cure 4 or Dia 4. Son of a bitch. Your usefulness as a white mage is about to come to an end here. Because you can only use like one white magic spell. Well, I can get the black mage ice 3 here and break. There's only like a couple white magic spells left, so that sucks. Yeah, the Red Wizard, by the end here, starts to show the ugly side of the character. Specifically the fact that, aside from being rather moderately good at physical hits, the Red Wizard starts sucking. Because not only does good equipment become hard to come by for the Red Wizard, but this spell casting potential becomes incredibly lacking. Yeah, no magic's the only thing you can get. And that's it. Wow, you can't even get this. Alright, so I'm guessing that this is going to be the last spell I'll be getting for some time. Why is going one panel so hard? Thank you. Wait. Oh yeah, that is a white magic spell, isn't it? Yeah, that really does suck, because having Cure 4 would have been really nice for later on, but... oh wow. Between my Red Wizard and my Knight, we should have enough healing to go around when we really need it. Oh yeah, we never did get you guys leather caps, did we? Not that it matters now, especially since ribbons are going to be coming in the future anyway, but still. Admittedly, having level 7 spells for healing wouldn't have been all that great, considering that by now the Red Wizard isn't getting many of those. Especially compared to the Black Wizard's equivalent, which is way higher. So I can't imagine it probably would have been too exploitable. Not until I get these people's levels super high anyway. And, well... truth be told, if I really wanted to, I could get my levels up supremely high to where I'd be near untouchable right now. But it's not really needed. Got to level up again. Yep. Amazing. Bahamut recognized you as heroes. Yeah, I love the attention to detail that they changed the dialogue around. Also, before I do that... you're tricking my legs. It's wonderful I have legs. I can dance now, see? You sure can. Interesting way to put that. Did you not have lakes before? It'll make sense later. Where's Luxio? We've been waiting for you. Please save the mermaids. What? Okay. Ride the barrel? Sure, I guess. So we're at the Sunken Shrine. Oh boy, the enemies here do not mess around. They can hit really hard at times. However, they also give a lot of stuff too. I experienced it gold all around, so... And there's also lots of chests. In an interesting change of pace, we actually don't start on the first floor, we start on the third. And there's actually two different ways you can go through this place. And I'll be back. Okay, so in regards to what I consider to be the way I'm going to be handling Owen Sphere when I get back to it. I have looked up to see if just maybe I'm handling this all wrong. Because I seem to remember having a much more fun time playing Extra New Game before. So I'm really wondering if there's just something I'm missing here. And I've come to one of three conclusions. Because rule of three. One, I just suck more at the game than I used to. I'm not saying that's not possible, but seems very unlikely here. Because I feel like the fights themselves are giving me so much trouble. And just being a little bit better at the game probably won't help all that much. But I'm not going to rule it out entirely. Number two, I'm just being way too conservative with my potions. I should be going all out in every fight. Also spamming the hell out of my Phozon skills if I have access to them. I'd like to think that I didn't need to go that hog wild with it before, because that seems a bit excessive, but I'm not saying it couldn't be a problem here. No, it very well could be. I also am looking at the main menu here, and why is the fire crystal before the earth one when you can only get the fire one after the earth? It seems kind of an odd design choice. But anyways, I'm not saying that the potion spam may not be something that may be hurting me right now, mainly because I just don't want to have to constantly keep a lot of powerful potions on hand, you know? But that might be something I might look into to see if it, or do some playtesting to see if that really makes a difference here. I don't think it would have helped against the airship boss, at least I don't think so. I can't really think of any potions that would have immediately made that fight a lot more comfortable to deal with. I'd have to look into that. But anyways, the third and most concerning one is just the fact that maybe I was judging my experiences based on my first experience, which not only was on normal and not hard, but I also had my HP much higher and my skills were all maxed out when I first started Extra New Game. I don't know, maybe I really did have all that mastered and I just don't remember that. I don't know, I hope that's not the case here, because if so, then I'm not really going to be enjoying it as much as I thought I would. For one simple reason. There's nothing to gain by going through it. If you have everything mastered, and you're about as strong as you could really get to be, aside from maybe having max HP, then that's just gonna feel it's gonna feel like a very empty experience. Like, what's there to actually gain from that? From playing through it, I mean. Like I'd like to think that they would have designed it to be more fair than that, so to where you wouldn't necessarily need to be at max potential at the start. And to be fair, the first two chapters were pretty comfortable, all things considered. I didn't exactly struggle for too long. But starting with chapter 3, I was starting to notice things. Like when fighting the Frostband, and I started to notice, yeah, things are definitely going downhill for me. And by chapter 4 and the airship boss, I was really noticing it. I was like, holy shit, the game is getting way too hard too quickly here. I can't even barely hurt the bosses without taking heavy damage. What the heck? I don't remember it being this bad, man. Now, with the Frostband, you could make the argument that elixirs would have been very useful if you kept spamming them. Or hell, just use Ice Spirits, since they would you could tank quite a few hits with them. Honestly, the attack where you would breathe out the ice enemies, that was really the thing that kept screwing with me. If not for that, I probably would have handled it better. But, yeah, like, that attack was annoying because I often didn't know he was about to do it. And if he can catch you in it, you're just gonna get murdered. That's not really fair. It also might depend on the character you're playing as, too. I need to keep that in mind. Because Gwendolyn doesn't really have too much that can be used to really comfortably keep enemies at bay. She only has 2 moves that I can really think of that are spammable. Blizzard, and the multiple stab move. That's it. She doesn't really have much else that can really keep enemies from doing heavy damage to her. And against boss fights, those skills aren't exactly super useful. Blizzard can be good for freezing certain enemies, but it's not always a good solution, since it doesn't last for long. And the stab move, I forget what it's called. That one, I think that it works for most enemies, but you've been noticing that there are times when I just find that I either go right through enemies or they can sometimes hit through it, which can be really problematic. And again, I totally understand that they wanted this to be a tougher challenge. But tougher does not necessarily mean have to be unbearable bullshit hard. Because, yeah, the damage that these bosses can do is insanely high. And even with painkillers, I don't think that would cut it down enough to where I would be able to just tank hits. So that's really ridiculous. Now, depending on the character I'm playing as, this might not feel as painful. I'm not sure about Cornelius, but for Mercedes and Oswald, I would have a much easier time dealing with their battles. Because at least they have attacks that can basically control the battlefield a lot easier. Mercedes especially. Velvet, I have a feeling I'm going to struggle with, though. She does have moves that are useful. But knowing how to use them effectively might be something I struggle with, especially when it comes to good setup. I think Flame Road would probably be the one I'd be using the most, just because it's steady damage and it's good for trapping enemies in. With a healthy enough restores, I could probably sustain myself pretty well. Though some bosses on her run would probably really frustrate me. Again, Frostband comes to mind here. Like I said, what I might have to do is just switch off of hard for this if I continue to get too frustrated with this. Because the way I want to play it, it doesn't seem like hard mode's going to be possible for me. I'd have to see just how much easier we're talking here. Because if it's too easy, I'm not going to enjoy this. Because the whole point of Extra New Game is for the game to challenge you, but not for it to be too hard to deal with. And, well, if I have to switch up from hard, I question whether that's going to be the case anymore. I don't want to go back to the game being, well, like the previous run, to where I barely had to try, you know? The only reason I was okay with it is because Extra New Game was going to be fixing that. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I think I'm actually going to go back to Homesphere. After I stop playing this for now, because yeah, I'm getting a little not burnt out, but just a little tired, I guess. I can't think of any better way to put it. While playing this game, I need something that's a little more action-y to keep me awake. Because this is way too soon for me to want to go to bed. It's like only, what, 4:31 in the morning? I basically didn't get up till about 9 p.m. So I need to maybe stay up a little later than this. But yeah, in a little bit I'll be doing some more Own Sphere, and we'll be doing some testing on this. You know, just to see how bad this gets for me.